Hello, this is Jay here, welcome to EonsOfBattle, and today we're going to make a Mechanicus base. Now this would be a great base for like an HQ model, because it's very big. Now you can take any real size soft drink cap, they tend to be very interesting in shape. And so we're going to make it look like a cutaway of maybe a spaceship interior, or one of the mechanical buildings of Terra. Now the first thing I'm going to do is drill some holes for the coffee stirrers. They're going to act as pipes for the space. Now I'm starting by drilling a smaller size hole, and then I'm going to switch to a larger size drill bit to widen. Now the reason that you do this gives you a little bit more control. If you started out with a wider one, then you might accidentally slip up. Just clean out the holes a little bit. And then insert your coffee stirrers. Now you probably want to keep the coffee stirrers fairly long, as it'll help you position them and make sure that they're straight while drying. And now we're going to use a little bit of hot glue, or melt glue, to hold them in place. Now you don't want to use super glue for this particular application, because the coffee stirrers tend to flex a little bit here and there, and so it could very easily break the bonds. You want to make sure that the hot melt glue dries with the pipes facing straight, as they look a little bit weird if they're pointing out and crooked and on angles. That'd be more orc terrain. You want to cut the sides fairly short so that when you're in base contact, it's just a little easier. You want to make sure that your big tough HQ can be in base contact with the most miniatures. Now I'm going to add a little neck round bit to just make it look a little more mechanical. Now the base is finished being put together. So I've primed the model back in preparation for painting, and the first thing I'm going to do is add a very heavy dry brushing of a dark metallic. This is where the reasons for the soda bottle comes out, because the soda bottles tend to have a very interesting grip pattern, and so it really helps make an interesting look in dry brushing. Just hitting all of the edges, leaving a little bit of the primer in the recesses. Now moving on to a slightly lighter metallic. Making sure I hit all of the edges just to create some cool contrast. And now, just because we don't want it to look too nice, we're going to add a little bit of rust. I've picked out two specific spots to really bring out the rust effect, although the rust effect is applied to the entire base. Now this rust effect is achieved by dry brushing with a very, very bright orange. And now, to further messy it up, I'm adding a little bit of Urgrax Earthshade puddles, as if the oil in these pipes has been leaking over 40,000 years. Just adding little puddles here and there. And there you have it, the Mechanicus base, ready for your Space Marine miniature. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.